Look at this diagram comparing two different vendors. Supplier A promises to deliver your inventory in 30 days. Supplier B takes 60 days. In the fast-paced world of e-commerce, the choice seems obvious. Speed is highly valued. Getting your product on the shelves faster means you can react to trends, turn over inventory quicker, and keep sales flowing. So naturally, you sign with Supplier A. But here is the catch with Supplier A. That 30-day turnaround is exactly that, an average. Some months they hit the mark, but other times that timeline stretches to 45, 60, or even 90 days without warning. When a delivery takes 3 months instead of 1, your warehouse empties out long before the replenishment arrives. You face sudden stockouts, scramble to place expensive panic orders, and deal with frustrated customers who cannot buy your product. A supplier who consistently delivers in 60 days is much easier to manage than one who averages 30 but randomly takes 90. Predictability builds a much safer and more profitable operation. This chart shows how that unpredictability damages a business mechanically. Supplier A operates with a massive 60-day gap between their fastest and slowest delivery times. To survive that erratic variance, you have to hold safety stock, extra inventory kept on hand specifically to prevent running out when a supplier is late. Because Supplier A might take up to 90 days, you are forced to buy and hold enough extra units to cover that entire unpredictable gap. This extra stock is effectively a mandatory insurance policy against your own supplier. You are holding it to protect yourself from erratic performance, rather than to meet actual customer demand. Those extra boxes sitting on warehouse racks are actually liquid cash. That is capital trapped in idle inventory, completely unavailable for marketing, hiring, or expanding your product lines. By chasing a fast delivery average, you secretly inflate your inventory requirements and choke your own cash flow. Now look at this timeline for Supplier B. They take exactly 60 days to deliver, every single time. Because that date is guaranteed, your purchasing team does not have to guess. They can map out future orders with mathematical precision, timing new deliveries to arrive exactly as current stock runs low. When delivery is certain, the risk of a sudden stockout drops to near zero. You no longer need that massive buffer of safety stock. Your inventory shrinks significantly, and that trapped cash is released back into the business where it belongs. High-performing operators know this. They ignore the average lead times advertised by suppliers. Instead, they obsessively track the variance, the exact difference between the date a delivery was promised and the date it actually arrived. True operational control requires building your inventory systems around historical reality rather than a vendor's optimistic promises. You simply cannot plan an efficient supply chain when your critical delivery schedules are constantly moving targets. To take control of this process, look at this ledger setup. For every single purchase order you place, you must track 2 specific data points side by side: the promised delivery date and the actual delivery date. Apply this to every major supplier in your network. Calculate the variation gap to see exactly who is dependable and who is injecting hidden risks into your operation. Once you have these numbers, bring them to your next supplier review. Instead of relying on isolated, frustrating anecdotes about late shipments, you can discuss their performance using hard, objective evidence. This data gives you real leverage. It forces vendors to address their reliability right alongside their pricing. A cheaper, faster supplier is rarely worth the cost of operational chaos. By prioritizing consistent partners over erratic ones, you eliminate hidden inventory costs and build a resilient, highly profitable supply chain.